Welcome. Today we are diving into one of MongoDB's most powerful features, querying data that's stored inside arrays. Now, if you're coming from a relational database world, you know all about join tables and complex queries. Well, you're going to see how embedding arrays inside a single document can totally simplify your life.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with some simple lookups, then we'll build our way up to conditional queries, matching multiple conditions, and finally, querying by an array's actual structure. Let's get into it.
You know, in the SQL world, if you want to store a list of things, like all the projects an employee is on, you usually have to create a whole separate cable. Then you're stuck doing these complicated joins just to piece the data together. MongoDB just lets you put that list as an array right inside the employee document. This is a huge deal because it cuts down on those expensive joins dramatically. Okay, let's start digging in. We're going to begin with the two most fundamental things you'll do with arrays. First, finding a document where an array is an exact match, and second, finding a document where an array just contains a certain item.
All right, so let's say you have a specific list of projects. You need to find the employee who was working on only those two projects, and in that exact order. How do you pull that off?
The way to do this is actually really direct. You just provide the entire array as the value you're looking for. This query is looking for a perfect match. It will only find documents where the projects array has Hadoop and then MongoDB, in that order and nothing else.
But let's be real, that's pretty strict. What about a more common situation? You don't really care about the whole list. You just want to find every single employee who's ever worked on, say, the MongoDB project.
And the syntax for this is even simpler. You just give it the single value. When MongoDB sees this, it's smart enough to know it should look inside the projects array, and it'll pull back any document that has MongoDB anywhere in that list.
So now let's build on that foundation. Simple matching is great, but the real power comes when you start applying conditions to the items inside the array. And for that, we use MongoDB's awesome set of query operators.
So picture this, you've got an array of test scores for every employee. How would you go about finding all the employees who scored above a certain number on at least one of their tests?
This is where an operator like GT, which just means greater than, comes into play. When you use it on an array field like this, MongoDB goes through every single element. If it finds just one score in that array that's greater than 26, boom, you got the whole document back. Okay, this next part is really important, especially if you're used to thinking in SQL. When you apply multiple conditions to an array, it can mean two very different things, and you have to know which one you want. Let's stick with our scores example. How do you find employees who have a score that's, let's say, greater than 23, but also less than 27? Now, you can write this query in two ways, and they give you very different results. And this slide is absolutely crucial. Look at the query on the left. That one is pretty loose. It'll match if one score is greater than 23, and some other score is less than 27. The conditions can be met by totally different elements. But the query on the right using $elemMatch is strict. It says a single element in that array has to satisfy both conditions at the same time.
Awesome. So far, all of our queries have been about the content of the array, but MongoDB also lets us query based on the array's structure, things like an element's position, or just how many elements are in it.
Right, so sometimes the order of things really matters. You might need to check the value of the very first item, or maybe, like in this case, the third item in an array.
The way you do this is with something called dot notation. You just combine the field name, scores, with the dot and the array's index. And remember, arrays are zero-based, so index 2 is actually the third element. This query specifically checks if that third score is greater than 26.
Another classic question for anyone coming from a relational background. If you want to find all the employees who are working on exactly two projects, how do you do that kind of count? Well, MongoDB has a special operator just for this, $size. It's incredibly straightforward. This query just goes and finds all documents where the projects array has exactly two elements. It's that simple and effective.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground pretty quickly, so let's just wrap up with a quick summary of all the powerful array querying tools we've just gone over.
Think of this as your quick reference cheat sheet. The main thing to remember is to match the tool to what you're trying to do. Whether you need an exact match, a simple does it contain this check, complex conditions on one element with elemMatch, or you need to query by position or size, MongoDB has a specific tool for the job.
And that really brings us to the final thought here.
You see, learning how to query arrays effectively isn't just a technical skill, it can fundamentally change how you think about designing your data. It frees you from the old, rigid rules of relational models and opens up all these new possibilities for making things simpler and faster.
Hey, if you found this explainer helpful, do us a favor and hit that like button, share it, and subscribe so we know you want more content just like this. Thanks for joining us, and happy coding!